Hello, and welcome to Fire Emblem 7. No, I'm kidding, it's not Fire Emblem 7. But it is a Fire Emblem 7 ROM hack. This is Fire Emblem Dream of 5. Look at that custom artwork. So, hello, my name is Pandan. Welcome to a new Let's Play. So, I was looking into some older hacks. I know there's a couple that I've already played, and Dream of 5 is one of the ones that is unfinished. It is an older hack. I think the last version that came out in 2012, so we're talking like 7 years ago at least. And this hack, for its time, was a marvel. And it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. The art's really impressive. The maps look great. There's a lot of really custom art, like you can see here, this lovely title screen. Like, the team that put it together is Astra and Co. Really did a phenomenal job. From a design perspective, I'm really interested to dive in. I don't really know a lot about this hack other than that it does have some controversial design decisions, and I think part of that is because the game really forces you to not turtle, which in a vacuum sounds fantastic, but let's see how they execute it. One of the other things I'm really interested to see is just like how hacking has changed, as well as how community perception around different things have changed. Like, as someone who's been around the Fire Emblem community for a long time, I know that different like design choices and the meta has shifted a little bit. Like, the way like Fire Emblem debates used to always be around like, well, what are they at 2020, and like nothing else matters, and now it's kind of like, you know, the low turn count and being efficient is kind of like the benchmark for being good. Similarly, things like maps, like I think when ROM hacking was new, I remember everyone was like, let's make the biggest map possible, it's gonna be sick, it's gonna be epic. And you know, it's kind of like, you know, when FE4 was like this forbidden fruit because like the translation patch wasn't really that great, and it was the only game with a marriage mechanic, and everyone was like, this is the best game ever. And now FE4 is kind of like, like it's cool, but like it's not really it's fun to read, not fun to play, I think is kind of the consensus now. But regardless, I don't want to drone on too much about, you know, the sweet days of yore. Let's jump right in. Let's see where this goes. So I really don't know very much about this at all. I will be doing a little bit of reading here and there, but this is kind of slow, and you can read along with me as I do. Yeah, I really don't know that much. I watched a little bit of an LP of this. Sure, I'll use the default name and gender. Oh, I guess I'm going to change my stuff. Let's see. Just select no. I'm going to enter my information. Let's go with good old Pandan. Gotta do it for the leaves, am I right? It's Pandan. And then birth month. Okay, this is interesting. So it's wind. Yeah, let's do that. Norvhand. Oh, I'm down with it. All right, so that's pretty interesting. So some pretty nice graphics there. I'm curious how much this affects things. I'm assuming it's like the same as vanilla FE7, where I think there's an affinity bonus that comes for that. So I don't know. Adam has a pretty decent affinity. Hey, listen, look at this art, man. Pandan is in town. That's right. Let me through. Haha. So, is it a tale of heroes you want? Well, there are plenty of those. Heroic knights in shining steel, Trix battling fiercely with winged horses. Treasure beyond the dreams of most mortal men. Look at this guy's hat. Just his whole getup. Like, I love this art. Even the generics were redone. Like, the amount of effort that went into this game is really remarkable. And that's something that like really drew me to it. Art definitely sells, and I think you have to remember too, like, this hack was made at a time where making ROM hacks was much more difficult. And at the time, I think it boasted a very large team of people. Like, I think by today's standards, probably not like super big, but you know, for a hack project back in the day, like this was a pretty big deal, and it was definitely one of the best looking hacks of there. And I'd say it still holds up really well today as a really pretty looking hack. Of course, like it does have some fallback or some drawbacks for being an older hack, as most like FE7 ROM hacks do now. Like, the amount of progress that's been made on FE8 ROM hacking is just superb over the past like 2 or 3 years, and so a lot of this stuff starts to look a little bit more dated. But this hack looks really good, and I love FE7 music, so I'm looking forward to this. All right, so I think this is the Lord. You can tell the red hair is a dead giveaway, right? This Lady Roy over here. Can't believe what's happened to this place. It wasn't so long ago this was a bustling trade village. Now look at it. We're too bloody focused on our damn posturing to care. Whoa, look at that guy's eye patch. I love that. I love this guy's design. Look at that. And he's like an undershirt. It looks like he's just wearing like a basketball jersey. Sergeant, new guy. Report. Commander. I've scouted out the brigand outpost. This place is crawling with the bastards. And what's your story, green hair, miss. No, my name's Colbane. Colbane. Kurt Colbane. I just joined to protect my country, miss. Right. Well, that starts with you calling me Commander, right? Right, Commander. Don't be fooled by his flustered appearance. He's pretty good with a sword, and he's got high aspirations. Protecting his country. Half the nation looks set to slaughter the rest under the goal of protecting the country. How long can this peace last? For now, it's okay. We're border guard. Guaranteed neutrality to the end. Come on, let's go find the ensign. Ooh, look at this map. Rivers. Ooh, we got tension music. Oh, we got this edgy dude. Get that loot moving. We ain't got all day. Whoa, look at this guy's design. Look at his neck. Like, is his neck just really muscular, or is he like emaciated and those are just like freaking veins? Boss. What is it? There are some troopers coming to attack us. What are we gonna do, boss? Earn your share of the loot, you fool. The more heads we take out here, the less they'll cost the Dark Rights as a whole. We need all the men we can spare to pull off these new instructions. Boss. Wow, look at the events. And this is probably like impossible to do. Like, I've never even really tried looking at Feditor, but I can just imagine how difficult it was to do this stuff that's like so much easier to do now. Now, what are they doing? They're torching everything in sight. You'll get used to it. Are you alright? I'm sturdier than I look, Commander. Oh, memes before they were memes. I love it. Aha, of course. Should we tell him what happened to the last 5 guys who said that? 6 counting Hudson, Commander. Rest in peace, Hudson, man. And I'd rather wait a while before breaking the spirit. Oi, you. What is it now? Get away from here. These pickings are our pickings. You sure about that? These villagers are under protection of Border Patrol now. If you want to fight over it, be my guest. But make it quick. Alright. Diskin. Ah, look at this like custom menu stuff we have to defeat him. Look at that. Some nice FE7 music. I'm into it. We'll do with backgrounds. We'll go fast. Let's see these colors. Ooh, the purple. Let's do the purple. We never get to do purple. So, wow, look at this map. It's a pretty map. Let's see, who's our boss? Diskin. A greedy bandit. Cowardly and not much of a fighter either. He's got pretty decent stats for level 5. Oh yeah, this is one of those games that does like crazy names for everything. The Hurlbat is I think just kind of like a glorified hand axe. I like that they weakened it. And the steel axe. Nice. It's really nice. Like, this game just looks incredible. It's really, really pleasant to look at. Let's see, we have Renair, the Blade Maiden, a commander of the Border Patrol, of low birth but has a noble heart. Okay, I kind of like this. So like, kind of a lord, but not really. A promising young officer from the Akamen Legion. So I guess Akamen's like the place that she's from. Potion, nice 5 use. The Gold Edge, sword and laced with gold. You know, gold isn't really that good as a weapon, but it looks fancy, so. And it hits harder than the Iron Sword, so I'm down with that. So she looks... I don't know her growth rates. I don't know anyone's growth rates. I haven't really looked into this at all. I'm really going as blind as I can. But she's got some stats. She's kind of like a murmur-germ. With some extra defense from that sword. I can get on board with this. And then we got Warrior Jagan. Hell yeah, we have Garath with the great bow. Ooh, it's a longbow. It's an A-rank longbow. That's pretty cool. Iron bow, nice. And an iron axe. Okay. So I think these are like changed up from vanilla just a touch. And then C and A. Okay. And those are some stats. All right. He reminds me of, I mean, I feel like it's hard for him not to remind me of this, but he just feels like Dagdar. Just like FE7 eyes Dagdar. He's got an eye patch, he's got green. You know, there's a lot of things to like about this guy. He's gonna look great on the leafy background later in editing. But he looks like he's going to be a very serviceable Jaken, and from my understanding, having watched a little bit, is that he's going to be super freaking essential. Essential as all heck. And then we have Colbane, the latest recruit to the Border Patrol, bright but trusting. Professional Sol, he's a mercenary. So he looks kind of like if like OJ joined in chapter 1, which I think would make him a lot better. He's got a D in swords. He's got 9 con. Does he get weighed down with the steel sword? No, that's pretty nice. Okay. So let's jump right in. Do we get anything cool this chapter? No, nothing really out of the ordinary here. From what I understand about this game that it does is that it really likes to overwhelm you with enemies, which I'm fine with. I think that's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, so we'll do this. No, we're not going to do that. Let's see. How does Renair do? Okay, Renair does pretty well. Alright, this kill's going to Colbane. Yeah, so we'll use the Gold Edge. We'll start it off here. Okay, so we got the Beta Erica Lord. Oh, you got shit out by 28. I thought this was V7. This is a V6's RNG. So no, what's going on, guys? Alright, well, let's see. Colbane. That's a nice palette. Nice and simple. I really like the shades of green that the artist chose to use for Colbane and Gareth. It's like a really like nice deep color. And then we're gonna put Gareth here because that's close enough, I think. Let's see. Just planning out my moves super thoroughly here. All right, this should be fine. So he'll counter the archer. Doing some pro strats right now. Got to start off strong, get to the point, choke it, and then we'll see what happens. I'm just like waiting for this game to just like really mess me up, which is fine. So let's see, how does Colbane do over here? Perfect. Steel sword. Let's go. I don't know how, how stingy I should be with uses of my weapons, but I'm gonna like try and like not. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Alright, so let's lead with... We're just like... Gareth is just going to lead the way here. And then we'll put Renair behind him. I don't know if this game has supports. I feel like it does. Oh, man. I totally read the tea leaves wrong there. I was not expecting that. Alright. Let's see. Alright, so let's do this. I was hoping that he would counter the archer, but the archer did not move first, which is kind of annoying. I mean, I probably should have just paid a little bit closer attention. Whoa, the crit these guys have. That's annoying. Oh, it's a slim sword, that's why. Okay, she needs to heal. I'm so used to... I've been so spoiled. I'm not used to not having HP bars. Not enough for Colbane, but... Let's see. He takes 4 from this guy. So he's 60. Colbane has 6 defense. I should have looked at his stat. So he's got 6 defense. This guy's gonna do 4 damage. This guy's gonna do 9 damage. This guy will hopefully miss. This guy will do 7. So this is like 7 plus 9 is 15 plus 8. That's a kill exactly if I put Colbane there and everything connects. But how much void does he have? 22. Yeah, that's like... I think I can leave him here, but he... Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do this and see what happens. That's fine too. That should be a kill. I'm worried that I'm like letting this choke happen right now because I feel like someone's going to go for these villages if I move a little too slow. But we'll see what happens. The Great Bow over there. Let's see how this goes. From my understanding, both of these characters are... Pretty much all of these characters are worth using. Let's see... Colbane's gonna get this kill. And then I hope Renair is fast enough to double the Mersk and take care of him up there. In one hit? No. And then she'll take 6. And then she does 13, 7 defense, so that is another 6, so that's 12. And then will she take 9? That's it. That's a kill. She'll be dead. So I'll do this. I will wait with Renair right there. I also did my calculations assuming no crit. So we will see. I'm definitely like, I'm playing very gingerly right now because my perception is that this game will be hard, so I'm totally just like staying. Oh, she can walk on water. That's pretty neat. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, I'm totally playing as if like the game's gonna like screw with me at any moment, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I definitely appreciate when the game like is hard, and at least like makes me think it's hard. Doesn't like lull me into this false sense of security. Let's see how long that'll keep up before I get to a point where I'm like, oh, this game's pretty easy. All right, all right. HP strength, I'll take it. And then, yeah, let's just use the bow with Gareth here. Just whittle him down. And maybe I'm being a little too sheepish in that because this is a chapter 1. But I like the kind of like subtle setup just to kind of go back to the story a little bit. As Colbane dodges a nice hurl back. Pretty much what, I mean, just like they're border guards and then something happens. I can kind of just like be down with like simple exposition, guys. You don't have to be nearly as fancy as you think when it comes to this stuff. Like I think a lot of games get really like wrapped up in, you know, how like it appears. Like, oh, like we gotta have like this really dope intro and all this kind of crap. Let's see. If I move there, Renere's toast. So can Colbane do it? Colbane can do it. All right. He can't do it, but he can't do it either. So that was a fun turn. Yeah, is a single RN, guys? Alright, this one's going to Gareth. 3 experience. Stealing all my XP. And then let's do a little trade here. And then heal up Renere. Yeah, so when it comes to story, like I think it's important that if you're doing a serious project that you don't overload the player with exposition. You kind of just like let them get into it and experience the game a little bit, and then start to give them enough context, but don't bludgeon them with it. Because I think it's really easy to bludgeon the player with context. I probably didn't need to leave the forest there, but I wanted to keep moving. And I felt confident she would dodge. But yeah, like the game's just like, we're gonna tell you a story, and it's about like this border guard lady and her pals. So let's, I'm gonna try and go get this with Gareth. And then I think they support, so I'm going to put them next to each other because this is assuming old school support style. Let's see, 7. Will she double? No. Alright. There we go. So I'll let her and Colbane kind of deal with this dude. She gets strength and skill and HP. Alright, that's a good first level up for her. I'm assuming just like, I'm just making like biased assumptions here, but that she won't get a lot of strength too often. These brigands are gone, eh? Well, can't say I miss them. Here, take this gold. It's a symbol of my gratitude to you. It ain't much, but I figure it's more than enough to cover your losses here. Take this money. Alright, pretty sick. Alright, let's see. Colbane will do 9, or he can do 12. That'll take him down to 11. And that's enough for Renere with the gold edge. So we'll do Colbane. Will he hit? Nice. I like that it's using the FE5 music for battles. I didn't comment on that earlier. Or at least like the FE7 arena version of the FE5 battle theme. Okay. Get Gareth back over here. We'll get this with Colbane. And so, on the 18th day of the Grand Siege, Nathaniel the Bard looked up into the skies and saw a host of 1,000 eagles soaring. Ah, mercenaries! Run for your lives! Ooh, FE4 music! No way! We're gonna recruit Arch? Idiots. Wait, you aren't bandits? We're the Border Patrol, and we plan to stop them. You look capable of something, at the least. Follow me and protect our wounded. Very well, then. I cannot fight, but I can heal. Let me aid you. Alright, and that's how we conscripted this guy. Let's see. So we have Arch. A former charlatan priest, now staunch believer, somewhat self-righteous. Asher. Okay. Oh, light magic. So he can fight with light magic. His bases are nothing spectacular, but I have a feeling he's going to mostly be on heal duty. And he's got a palette. I do kind of like this sort of like salmon color. I think that's pretty nice. pretty well fitting for a priest. I mean, I would be pretty happy if I owned a pair of salmon robes. I would be pretty stoked. All right, let's see. I'm just like waiting for this boss to be like, all right, time to like unleash my final move and just go crazy. So we're gonna get Asher over here. We're gonna change up his animations, I think. I like his palette, but it's a little too slow for my liking. Okay. Oh no. I always do that whenever I mess with the solo stuff. Alright, we're good. Let's see, let's try and bait him in with Renair. No, okay. Okay, let's see, what is... Okay, so Garath can whittle him down pretty hard right now. 21. I was like, can I get a shove? Can someone give me a shove? Alright, so what I'm thinking is I will go in with Garath. I think with the Great Bow... No, that's... Does that do very... No, that's just not a good hit rate, so I'll do this. You should never have gotten involved. I'm gonna smash your face in. Oh man, disking. We got a pirate in a town. Alright, so Garrett's gonna do some chip. He'll probably go for Renair. We'll heal him up a little bit just to get him up topped off, get Asher some experience. And then, yep, we'll go for Renair. Hopefully whiff on a 13. And now, let's see if maybe Colbane can do it? No, Colbane can't do it, but I could probably, let's see, how much does Renair do? 94. Okay, so let's do this. So we're gonna oh yeah, we're gonna do some pro strats here. So we're gonna do this. We'll let Colbane chip him up. Have Garath come down and rescue Colbane, and then finish off with Renair. Now let's just hope that this doesn't bite me in the ass. Please hit. Thank you. F. Press F. Fear the Dark-Right bandits. Uh-oh, the Dark-Rights. Let me get Renair a level up. Let's hope the RNG is kind to us today. Strength, speed, resistance. Wow, 2 strength level ups in our Blade Maiden. Pretty cool. And that's that. So where do we go from here? Wherever else these so-called Dark-Rights have struck. With respect, soldiers. I've heard whispers that these brigands have staked out Kajel. One of their captains has taken over the place. Whispers from the gods? Ha! Would that be the case? No, but a wandering priest hears rumors, and these rumors are foul indeed. Best move quickly. Then let's go. Move out. Alright, so that was the prologue. Shattered Chains. What are my thoughts on that? I really liked it. It was a nice, simple prologue. It wasn't... I had to be somewhat thoughtful about what I was doing. I don't want to say like it required a ton of brain power, but it certainly... You know, the game would catch you sleeping. Like there was that choke point at the beginning where if you were a little too careless with Colbane and Renair, they could probably die between getting hit by a stray hand axe, the archer, and then the merc. The crit on the slim sword was a little scary, but the damage output was pretty low. But that, like, it can be just like a pretty like low RNG chance of screwing you over when you're not counting on it. Garath is fun to use. I think Warrior Jagans are really fun, and I'm surprised they aren't more popular. I don't think too many games have done that. I think FE5 is the only vanilla game that comes to mind that has like a warrior type of Jagan, but and this is one of the only ROM hacks I've played that does it, so definitely appreciate something a little bit different. I like that you get a priest in the prologue too. I think that's a nice touch. Just like immediate, it's like, here, take a healer, just go for it. No, you don't have to mess around with vulneraries for too long. I can appreciate that, as well as a design choice. So overall, good first impression, clean map, you know, good intro to the game. You know, definitely gives you a sense like this isn't going to be a cakewalk. This isn't, you know, tutorial Bat of the Beast getting crit. This is going to be a little bit more than that. So looking forward to moving on to Chapter 1. But this has been Prologue, Shattered Chains of a Fire Emblem 7 ROM hack, Dream of 5, and I'm your host, Pandan, and I will see you next time for Chapter 1, Bonds in Blood. Alright. Oh man, I forgot about this. Alright, I'll see you guys.